Welcome. Today we're going to talk about simple interest. When you deposit money in a savings account, your deposit is called the principal. In return, the bank pays you interest based on the interest rate. Simple interest is interest paid only on the principal. Please make sure you highlight the words that I wrote in red. These are Cornell style notes. So we have our definition here of principal and simple interest. So again, when you deposit money in a savings account, that money is called principal. Deposit means to put it in. And the simple interest is only paid on that principal. Here's the simple interest formula. I equals P times R times T. This stands for interest equals the principal times the rate times time, measured in years. The rate is the interest rate, and when we calculate, we change the percent to a decimal. Here's an example. I'll do one, then you do one. Okay, you can use the space bar on the second one. So if the principal is $250, that's your deposit, and the interest rate is 4%, and the time is 3 years, we're going to find the interest and then calculate the new balance. So we're going to use our formula, I equals PRT, that stands for principal times rate times time, and we're going to substitute in. So I equals 250, that's the principal, times 4%. So percent means per 100, 4 divided by 100, 0.04, or 4 hundredths, times 3 years. Time measured in years. So 250 times 0.04 times 3. And I can go ahead and use a calculator if necessary, but I know that 4 times 25 is 100. And we have 2 decimal places plus a 0, so it's going to be 10 times 3 is 30. And now that's not the final balance, right? It wouldn't make sense for the bank account to go down from 250 to 30. Instead, we're going to add the principal plus the interest. So the principal was 250, and we add in the new money that we get, the $30 of interest that the bank pays us, and now our new balance is $280. All right, I'll give you an example. You can hit your space bar and try this one. Principal this time is $12,750. This could be like a car loan. The interest rate of 5.5%, and the time is 7 years. So I'll show you the formula. I equals PRT, and you go ahead and take it from there. So fairly simple, substituting in, we're going to use I equals 12,750, that's the principal, times the rate. 5.5% is going to be 0.055 times 7. We can use a calculator on this, work it out. The interest turns out to be $4,908.75. To calculate the balance now, we're going to add the original principal plus the interest. So the principal was $12,750 plus $4,908.75 gives us a grand total. The balance would be $17,658.75. Time in these problems is measured in years, but in real life we don't always measure time in years. Sometimes we measure it in months. So if we're given a problem that has a number of months, we need to convert. So let's figure out how many years would there be in 3 months, in 6 months, and in 15 months. And since a year has 12 months, these would all be fractions over 12. So 3 months is 3 out of 12, or a quarter, which is 0.25. So 3 months is 0.25 years. 6 months, we know, is a half a year, right? 6 out of 12 is the same as a half, so it's going to be 0.5 years. 15 months is longer than a year, so we're going to get an improper fraction, 15 twelfths, which equals 1 1/4 or 1.25 years. Here's a problem of this nature. I'll do one, you do one. So in this case, we have a principal of $250 at 3.5% interest, and the time is 6 months. So interest equals principal times rate times time, and we're going to go ahead and plug in. So I equals 250 times, so 3.5%, well, it's going to look like 3 cents and a half, so it'll be 0.035. And 6 months is half a year, so times 0.5. So 250 times 0.035 times 0.5 on the calculator results in 4.375. This needs to round because it's money, so we need it to the nearest penny. We're going to call this $4.38. And we'll go ahead and add the principal of 250 plus this. I don't think we need a calculator for that. It's going to be 254.38. Here's one for you. Please pause the video here and try one. This might be a home loan of $150,000 at 3 3/4% for 9 months. So I equals PRT, the principal, 150,000 times 0.0375, and 9 months would be 0.75 of a year. So we'll go ahead and multiply that to calculate the interest at $4,218.75. And to find the balance of this loan, we'll add 150,000 plus 4,218, and since there's zeros in 150,000 and the place value is occupied by 4,218, we don't need really to do anything except tack them together. $154,218.75 is the answer.